Hi, my name is Delaney Farmer. I'm an athletic trainer and massage therapist. Over the last few years, I've done some videos on the Hypervolts, the Theraguns G2 and G3. I've done some comparison videos on these. As a manual therapist, I do like to use percussion devices, and I like to play around with multiple different devices. Not too long ago, AchedAway reached out to me and asked if I could do a little review on their videos. So I have to mention that I'm not getting anything from their company. They reached out to me. I said, yes, sure, I'll look at one of their devices, I'll play with it for a while, and I'll give my feedback on it. I'm not here to really compare it to all the other devices. I am going to talk about this device only. I will kind of compare it to the Hypervolt just to give some kind of comparison base out there, since the Hypervolt seems to be one of the bigger brands out there, along with the Theragun, but I'm going to just focus on the Hypervolt as a comparison to this device, the AchedAway. So I'm going to break it down in several different segments here and just go from there and see what you think about it. Let's begin. So you want to buy it and want to know what you get for what you purchase. So when you purchase from the website, they have a deal. Currently their website retail price looks to be $3.99, but they're currently selling for $2.29. I don't know if that's going to be an ongoing thing, if that's a special, but as of right now, it sells for $2.29 on their website. So what do you get with that? First, you're going to get their case. So that's nice that the device actually comes with the case and it's not cost extra for that. You're going to get 5 different pieces, head pieces. So you got the little ball, foam ball head. You got the fork piece. And you got the straight trigger point piece. And you got the flat head piece. And what I like with this one is it comes with a accordion rubber one, and this one actually goes onto the flat piece to make its own little unit, which is my favorite one. And then of course you get the unit itself. One thing you do notice here is the unit comes with the battery, so it does not come, it's not detachable, it's all one piece and stays that way. The casing itself is kind of a metal feeling, so it's not a cheap plastic. Of course there's plastic around it, but the casing itself is metal. The unit weighs about 2.5 pounds, and they say that the battery itself lasts over 3 hours. Now, I have not tried out the whole 3 hours with this thing. In my practice, I tend to use it for a day or two or a few days, and then I start recharging it, so I never get down to the last battery part. But they do claim up to 3 hours on one charge here for you. So there you go. Oh, and of course you got the charge the battery, you get the charger itself. So that's what you get within purchasing for the $229 price of all this. So let's talk a little bit more on how it feels and what it looks like. Okay, so let's get right into the meat of everything and the power and how it feels. As I mentioned before, this is about 2.5 pounds. Same weight as the Hypervolt, so relatively the same. Feels good in the hands. Again, the metal casing feels kind of nice versus the plastic feeling. The grip, one thing I did notice here is if you compare, this grip is smaller. So if you have smaller hands, this is probably going to fit better in your hands. So again, with my grip here, you can see I can barely touch. With this one, there's still room. So this is going to be a bigger battery, but they still say that this is going to last just as long as 3 hours. So, but this is a smaller grip, which feels better in the hand when you're holding it. This has 5 speeds, where the Hypervolt has 3 speeds. So let's go into that. The 5 speed levels is going to be level 1, which is 1500 RPMs. Level 2 is going to be 1900 RPMs. Level 3 is going to be 2400 RPMs. Level 4, 2850 RPMs. 2850 of course, and then level 5, 3250 RPMs. So 5 different speeds, where with the Hypervolt you're going to have, for comparison, level 1, which is at 2,000 RPMs. Then level 2 is at 2,600 RPMs, and level 3 is at 3,200 RPMs. So when you are comparing that, you literally have to go to level 2 on this to have the close resemblance of a level 1 on this one. Now I'll show those in a second, but when I've asked some people what it feels like each levels, in my opinion, I think 5 speeds is overkill, maybe 4 the most. Some people had a hard time feeling the difference between level 1 and level 2, or from level 3 to level 4. Can you understand or feel the difference between level 2 and level 4? Yes. But a lot of times between the one level and the one right above it, it was hard to feel the difference. Now it is nice to have your choices of speeds. If you are a sensitive person and you want to go to lower speeds, it's going to be less sensitive on the body. So there is that to consider, and you have your options. So I'll show you what it sounds like. So level 1, which is at 1,500. Level 2, which is at 1,900. Level 3 at 2,400. Level 4 at 2,850. And level 5 at 3,250. And with this, to turn it off, you just hold on to the button. You don't have to cycle through until it turns off. So you could be on level 3 and just hold it down and it turns it off, versus having to cycle through each level then turn it off, which I do like. I also noticed that between this and, again, the Hypervolt, I think this is actually quieter than the Hypervolt, which is amazing because the Hypervolt does tout that they are maybe the quietest device out there. It is quiet. I'm not going to compare. Both of them are quiet. Both of them I would use in an office. So honestly, the quiet level is probably not going to be a deterrent which one I purchase. But this one is very quiet. Comparing level 1, level 2, and level 3. Comparing here, level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And how do they feel when I use it on someone? It feels good. All levels here I think is pretty much relevant compared to the Hypervolt. It feels deeper on the high end speeds, on the lower end speeds, especially with this one, it's just much lower. I'm able to work on the tissue without someone feeling kind of jumpy, which is kind of nice having it at a slower rate. But again, does it need 5 speeds? Yeah, that's a personal guess there. How strong does it feel? Like I said, you have to hit the level 2 here to feel like the level 1 here, just because of the RPMs. But when I use it on myself, it feels just the same. It feels good. It doesn't hurt. It feels relaxing. I can push hard on it. It doesn't come with a pressure sensor, but again, I never really cared for that feature because it's just a little add-on to it. But yeah, I can push hard and I'm not stalling it out. Pushing hard. And it feels just as good as any other device. So it feels good with that. And turn it off. Okay, so with that being said, 5 speeds. Hold the button, it'll turn off. Weighs the same. Pretty much it feels the same. It's just as quiet or quieter, I believe. Has a metal casing, so it feels good that way. So yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell of how it feels and what it looks like. Okay, just to do a little follow-up review. AchedAway got a hold of me a few weeks ago and they wanted me to do a little review on the products since they saw that I was doing some other reviews on some other products. I had no problem with doing so. I'm not getting anything out from their company, just do another review on another product out there just to share with my colleagues. It's always nice to see what's out there. Overall, it's not bad. I was doing some other research, watching other videos of people who were doing reviews on these, and they all came to the same conclusion that it's a pretty good device. I like it. It feels good in the hand. It has the same attachment pieces of the other brands out there. It's as quiet or quieter, which is very nice. The price point, $229, is awesome compared to some of the other devices out there. And of course, the 2-year warranty, that's pretty good. Not just 1 year, but you get 2-year warranty on this device. And we know as we use things tend to break down, so it's kind of nice knowing that you got something like this covered for up to 2 years. Again, for the cost conscious people, this is not a bad buy. I like it. I don't know if I will add it to my arsenal because I already have so many other items I'm using right now, but I might. But I already have, just by doing the review on this, 2-3 other people who had an interest in purchasing one already. So it's a good device. I like it. I don't have anything negative to say about it. It works. My clients liked it. I liked it. I've used it on myself, used it on my clients and friends. So yes, there you go. I did reach out to the company trying to find out at the last minute this morning what the motor speed was, and because it was this morning, I haven't heard back, but once I find out, I'll put it in the description below. If you have any questions, just let me know. Write a note and I'll do my best to answer. Again, just someone just trying to promote different products out there in the market, things I used, and just share what my experiences are. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, leave me a note. Otherwise, have a great day.